Hello dear students, I would like to welcome you all in the first lecture class. This is the lecture class for class 9. So for class 9 the first chapter is on motion. So if I am asking what are the kinds of motion, so obviously I think you can have the answer because in our day-to-day life also we have seen there are two kinds of motion. Suppose we are just going straight for a long drive. So what kind of motion it is? It is a rectilinear motion because it is traced by a straight line. And if I'm just asking if we are just going for a merry-go-round, what kind of motion it is? So obviously it is a circular motion. So there are mostly two kinds of motion. One is rectilinear and one is circular. So you will be dealing with your linear motion. Now linear motion means when one object is moving in a not in a circular path. It is not always in a straight path. That is, it is always not. It may be a curved path also. Suppose I am just going to school and then I am just going by bypass and then again coming to my residence. So the total path traced, obviously it is not a straight path always, but it is not even a circular path. So in case of rectilinear motion, first of all we will be dealing with distance and displacement. If I am starting from my home and I am just tracing around 3 kilometers, and after that I am coming back to my residence again, and if I am asking that what is the total distance I have covered, then your answer will be, as because the total length of the path is 3 kilometers, so the distance is 3 kilometers. But if I am just asking what is my displacement, so what will be answer? Obviously it is not 3 kilometers. It will be 0. Now you may be confused that why it is 3 kilometers once and why it is 0 once. Because distance and displacement both are not the same thing. Distance is the total length of the path, but displacement is not the total length of the path. It is the linear path, that is the linear distance from the initial to final. Suppose A and B are 2 points and they are at a distance of 1 meter. Suppose this is A and this is the point B, and this distance is 1 meter. And I can start from here and suppose I am roaming and roaming and roaming, and after some time I am reaching B. So the total length of the path, suppose it is 3 kilometers or 2 kilometers or whatever be. So that would be distance. But if I am just asking for displacement, then you will be going for from the initial to the final point by a straight line. So displacement is always a straight line and it is having a specific direction. That is, we should start from A to B. It is not from B to A. That is the least distance from initial to final point. That is displacement, and the total length of the path, that is distance. Now in case of distance and displacement, both are having the same unit. Now if I am just asking what is the distance from Kolkata to Raiganj, so obviously you will be just going with kilometers. And for distance also, displacement also, we will be just dealing with the same unit. Either it will be kilometer or it will be meter or it will be centimeter. But generally if we are just going for SI system, then the length is measured in terms of meters. Okay. Now we will be just going for to another things, that is velocity and speed. Now you may be considering that velocity and speed both are same, but actually it is not same. Because velocity is related to displacement, whereas speed is related to distance. That is, if I am just starting from here and tracing a distance of 3 kilometers in 1 hour and again coming back to this point, then what will be my velocity? My velocity will be 0. Why? Because my displacement is 0. Now velocity equals displacement divided by time. Now if displacement is 0, so obviously velocity would also be 0. But in case of distance, it is not 0 obviously, because I have traced 3 kilometers all around. So what will be my speed? My speed will be 3 kilometers per hour, as because I have traced 3 kilometers in 1 hour. So that is the difference between speed and velocity. So speed is related to distance and velocity is related to displacement. So velocity and displacement may be 0, but speed and distance cannot be 0. Is that clear? And if I am just asking for the units of speed and velocity, so obviously I hope you can have, because that is kilometer per hour or meter per second. because if I am just having a distance in kilometer and time in seconds or hour, so if we are just going for the ratio, that is distance divided by time or displacement divided by time, then the numerator will be kilometer and the denominator will be either hour or second. So it may be coming in terms of kilometer per hour, or it may be coming in terms of meter per second. Now there is a very big difference between these two, because only these by these definitions we cannot go for the difference. To discuss that thing, you should know two terms, that is scalars and vectors. These are two new terms. Now what is a scalar quantity and what is a vector quantity? Now scalar quantity are those very quantities where we have to deal with direction. That means suppose we are just going for mass of a body, so obviously we don't have to go with any direction. But if we are just going for force acting on a body, so if we are not defining the specific direction of this force, then it would not cost anything. Suppose I want to move one object and I am telling you to move the object from right to left. So obviously I have to give you the direction of the force, that is it should be coming from right to left. But instead of that, if I am not saying you anything especially, so you may just give the force from left to right. So obviously the thing will be just opposite. So whenever I have to just define a force, I have to go with a specific direction. But in case of mass, we don't have to. For those very things where I have to give a specific direction, that is a vector quantity. So it is very clear now you for also that for displacement I have to go with a specific direction, because from initial to final point by a straight line. So which one is scalar? Now for distance I don't have to go with any specific direction, because suppose I am starting from here, now I may be going by a scarp path, again by a straight, and again by a curve, and now coming by the initial point. So obviously it is not concerned with any direction, but displacement is concerning direction. So displacement and speed, these two are, no sorry, distance and speed, these two are scalar quantities, but displacement and velocity both are in vector quantities. Now I will be just going with one more new thing, that is acceleration. But we all know the term acceleration, because whenever you are just in a car or on a bike or even cycle, then we know that one apparatus, that unit is there, that is named as accelerator. Now what is the working of that thing? We all know that accelerates the velocity, that is it increases the velocity. So the motion, when the object is in motion, then it may happen that either the object is increasing its velocity or the object is decreasing its velocity. Suppose a bus is just starting, so obviously it will be increasing the velocity, and when a bus is about to stop, then obviously the velocity would be decreasing. So when the object is increasing its velocity, it is known as acceleration, and when the object is decreasing its velocity, it is known as deacceleration. Now how we can measure it? Suppose at 0 time, when it is just starting, at 0 time the velocity is 0. After 1 second the velocity is 2 meter per second. After 2 seconds the velocity is 4 meter per second. After 3 seconds the velocity is 6 meter per second. So what does it mean? It means per minute the velocity is increased by 2 meter. Is that clear? So this is the rate of increase of velocity, and it is known as acceleration. So by the same way, suppose the bus is moving by a velocity of 20 meter per second. Now it is about to stop. So now from I have started calculating the time. So after suppose 1 second, the bus is having a velocity of 18 meter per second. Now for the next second it is coming to 16 meter per second, next 14 meter per second, next 12 meter per second. So in that order, if the velocity is getting decreased, then what you can say? You can say that velocity is getting decreased at a rate of 2 meter per second. So in both way it is 2 meter per second, but once it is increasing and once it is decreasing. When it is increasing, we will be saying that to be acceleration, and when it is decreasing, we will be saying that to be deacceleration or negative acceleration. And acceleration is also a vector quantity, as because it is coming from velocity. So velocity is coming from displacement, acceleration is coming from velocity, as because all three are related, so all are vector quantities, and acceleration is having the unit meter per second square. So as for the acceleration, it is also having unit meter per second square. So distance and displacement both are having unit meter. Velocity and speed both are having unit meter per second, and for acceleration and deacceleration both are having units meter per second square. So for after this theory portion, we will be just going to numerics. So I will be discussing the numeric and you just try to solve it. Even if problem comes, then you can contact me through WhatsApp in my group. Now I am suppose giving you one problem. Suppose one object is moving in a circular path. Suppose the object is starting from this path and this point, and it is making a complete circle. Okay. So if I am just asking, suppose the object is moving from this way and tracing just a half circle, it is moving just the opposite point on the diameter. If it happens, the object is at this point, now it is tracing the half circle and moving just opposite to that on the diameter. And if the radius suppose r, then if I am asking what is the distance and displacement for the object, what will be your answer? What is the distance of the object, for distance traced by the object, and what will be the displacement for the object? Now you may be thinking that the object has transferred from here to here by this path. So what is the circumference of a circle? We all know that is 2 pi r. So if a specific diameter is not given, so we have to go with r only as the diameter, as the radius. So diameter will be 2r. Now what is the half of the circumference? As because I have told that it is tracing half circle. So what will be the half of the circumference? It will be 2 pi r by 2. Okay. So it will be simply pi r. And if I am just asking what is the diameter, length of the diameter, if radius is r, so obviously it will be 2r. Now the distance is the total curved path. So it will be pi r. And displacement is the straight path from initial to final, and what it is the diameter only, because it is just opposite on the diameter, so it will be 2r. So if I am just asking for the ratio of distance and displacement, distance is pi r and displacement is 2r, so it will be pi by 2. So you just do it on your notebook. Okay, and you just come with your notebook, because whatever I will be saying, better to write it down, because everything will not be given in your book, and you can rewind the video also, it is beneficial for you. So you just go for that. And one more I am just giving for your practice. I will not be just giving the answer for that one. You just practice that one, and by the next class when I will be just giving the answer, you just check whether it is right or wrong. Suppose one car is moving along east by 4 kilometers, and from that point it is moving towards north for 3 kilometers. Initially it is moving by 4 kilometers to east, and after that it is moving to north from that very point by 3 kilometers. So if I am just asking, from A to B it has moved, from B to C it has moved. Now if I am asking what is the total distance covered by the car and what is the total displacement of the car, so you just calculate and you just see by the next class whether you have got it rightly or not. Okay, till then, good day, stay home and stay safe.